Hello everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 17. So, since the last episode, a lot has changed around here. I'm recording this the week after Thanksgiving, and while Thanksgiving was going on, I had the kids running around here, and my wife was home from work, and a lot of that stuff, so I wasn't able to record. For that, I apologize, but it also gave me a chance to do some more editing on the map. And in the process, I forced back in the default textures. So our fields that I had planted, I had just got done replanting last night again. So now these are all planted, so I didn't actually harvest. I ended up wiping the fields. Oops. Let's get rid of that. And then, as you'll be able to see here as I tab through the equipment, we had the Voltra. We now have two different Silverados. I do not remember if I had both of those before or not. We had the Crone. We bought a Steyr. We have a Chevy Dually. I got this off of a mod site over the weekend, and it's okay. The dirt textures need some work, but other than that, it's a pretty decent mod. But as you can see down here, I have bought a few cows. I moved the silage pit into here. I bought a conveyor to try it. I don't know if it would have been faster with a loader. So we got all the silage moved out of the silage pit into there. I did miss rations the other day, and I tried to record a video, but the background noise was just so high I couldn't edit it out. But we have like 5 cows now, I believe. We have 6 cows, and we're up to 23 sheep, and we're going to be going around and we're going to be cleaning them here in just a moment. I just want to show what's all going on. But we also have bought a little JCB skid loader, and this is up at the sheep. I placed this building because I removed this building that was here in Editor, and I placed this building in its place so that way we can go out here, take care of our sheep, and have a skid loader up here under kind of like a lock and key. So it's safe, so nobody can steal it. So we'll shut the door and I'll finish tabbing. Okay. And then we also have a Puma. I toyed with a different idea. This just got done having us hired worker finish this field, which we also now own these 3 fields down here from the farm, which would be 23, 24, and 19. I bought those off camera. And got them all planted. These 3 are all planted in soybeans, so once it grows, we should have a fairly decent harvest. But I bought this Puma because we need another tractor. Fairly bad, actually. It was borderline ridiculous that it seemed like we didn't have enough of horsepower to do much of anything. So I reclaimed a lot of the grass in on these fields, which you'll find out when we go to do when I go to do the harvest here. I'll probably pause the video here after a bit and fast forward it through a couple days, and we'll go to harvest because that's where we should have been about to, I believe, without going back and rewatching the episode. I said I do apologize. It's been almost a week, so I've kind of lost track of what I all done and off camera. I did a lot of map editing. I'll tell you what, we'll go park this tractor back to the yard and I'll take you for a drive around the map and show you some stuff I changed. One thing is right here. These 2 hills, I removed the rock texture, the mountain rock texture off from them, and I smoothed them down a little bit, drug all the trees back down on the ground, and then painted them all in grass. So we can cut a few trees and have a grass area to mow. I did that in about 4 or 5 different places around the map. So that shall be nice, I hope, in the future, because there wasn't a lot of grass on this map to mow, which I understand why they did it, but I would like to have a grass area like that, and I may even plow that under and seed it in grass in the future. Let's see how long I stay on this map. There's a lot of mod maps starting to come out here lately, so we may start a secondary series if I get some free time in the future. Now that real life work is slowing down for the winter, I might be able to do that. And I have a massive frame drop today. I must be getting a lot of equipment in this one spot. So I got 2 pickups now. Unfortunately, They're nice trucks, but I wish they were a little bit shinier because they're supposed to be 2014s. So, oh, and I added some sheds since last time. Oh, jeez. Since the last time everybody would have been around, I added some sheds here. I got the maintenance shed. I spent almost $1 million. I did a lot of missions, like up on Field 5. I got the growth manager fixed. If you go into your saved game, you change the length of cycles, so now not everything grows in one night. And all the missions are halfway fixed again. But I'll park right here and I'll kind of walk around and show you what I did here, and then we'll get in the truck. Yeah, we'll go for a drive. Okay. So this shed we already had. Right now I just put some stuff away. I placed this one down and this one over here. And I store all those seed pallets that were on that pickup tray I put over here. I do not know how that bale decided to go over there, but it did. And I backed that trailer in here. That trailer I kind of park over there. I put the harvesters, and then I also have the big spreader. Oh no, I moved that over there. I have the harvesters in here right now. I upgraded the head on the combine. I found a mod that makes, instead of a 14-foot head, it makes it a 18-foot head. So it's a little bit wider. It'd be like having the New Holland head on it. Matter of fact, it probably is the New Holland head, just reskinned. But it helped speed up some of the harvest. And then I got a corn head with the idea of doing some corn or maybe some sunflowers in the future. I'd use this tractor to run around a lot if it was a loader tractor. It works very, very handy for it. That's one reason it's still on the farm, or else I'd probably trade it in. Because every time I walk up to it, I have the repair mod. And like today, it'd be another $6,000 to repair it. It's costing us probably $1,000 a day again. So we will have to see how that goes. Alright. This map's going to be, this episode's probably going to be, I don't want to drive that one, a lot of driving around. We'll take this silver out. So I don't like, this just got worse. I don't think it comes clean. So we'll have to see. That's why I might have to kind of drive from out of the cab. Oh, that dually, it comes from a YouTuber. It's a nice truck, but I had to slide that gooseneck ball you can see in the back there slightly ahead because it was either right over the axle or right behind the axle. And when you put a lot of weight on the trailer, all it want to do is pop a wheelie. Right here, we're going to do some off-roading here. Four drive. So as you can see, this is a smooth hill now. All the way up here to the railroad tracks. That's all been smoothed off. All this has been smoothed off. I took some trees and some buildings out up over here and replanted it in grass, so that way I can come up here, cut these trees down, and either plow that field up into this area when I finally get it bought, or leave the grass here and mow the grass. And I didn't get rid of every little bump, it's still a cliff there with the rocks. That over there I didn't do much to. I'll go this way. Right over here on the other side of this house, this was a very rough terrain. It was almost worthless. There wasn't much you could do with it. It was so rough. I have smoothed it down. I didn't flatten it out totally. I mean, there's some contours, and there should be a few bumps in here yet. But I had this all on grass. There was a little beach over here. I took the beach out. I took any rock texture that would have been here and made it grass. But there was a little beach over here, and I missed a spot. So this was the beach spot, and I thought I had put it all in grass, but apparently I forgot. So I'll have to go in editor and fix that. And as you can see, the plow, and when I was plowing, I plowed all this under over here. So that's part of our field now. And then, I don't know if I've shown this off in the past or not, but we'll go this way because this takes us to another area that I fixed. I removed that shed and smoothed that out a little bit too. Put it back in grass. Now this side of the hill I still left here. I thought about taking this hill out, and then I decided against it because I like the workout that this hill gives equipment, as I zip right up it, but it gives equipment to come up. So you have this big field here. This road, oops, I'll stay on the road. I took the building out that was here because I had a collision issue every time I would go to do this mission on this field. So my guys always run into it. Okay, so here is, I think this is Mary's farm here. I sunk down the trigger a little bit, so I don't have to go bah-on as much. I took out the fences around here because I figured, you know what, there'd be a parking area. Building. I made a parking lot over here. Okay, and then over here, this used to be a mountainside. Missed a little spot grass there. Now, it is a hillside. I thought about lowering all this and making it all grade down this way, but then fine, I kind of said it was. Instead, I just smoothed off this hillside and made this all grass. And we're going on the river if I don't be careful. So this is all grass now. This used to look like a mountain hill side. And that's it for this corner of the map. I'm going to go clear to the other corner. I thought about getting rid of that beach and making it a road that went down in there so I could get water off of it. But I didn't want to take too much away from Giant's map because I do think it's a very aesthetically pleasing map. I just didn't like some of the hills they'd had put into it. They want to make a little more farmland available that way. And let's see, I didn't change nothing about the cows. I left this picnic site against my better judgment. I just probably got rid of it and put a road through there instead. Let's go this way. I didn't do anything to the town. There possibly there might be a few of the trees missing, the little shrub trees, because I did delete some of them. I put the placeable water tank here to get water, so we don't have to run to the water all the time, because I don't mind buying some water. I'll go over here and I'll show what it did. I got a car. I have to work on my pedals, unless they don't quite respond like they used to. A lot of the buildings that look like this one here on the left are now gone. I deleted most of them off the map. I didn't see the point of them being scattered throughout. Right there. Okay. So we go up here, and I changed the texture. This was something I was playing with. I thought about doing it in more spots, but after putting in the game and driving around, I'm glad I didn't. This used to be the quote-unquote coarse dirt that Giants calls all their dirt roads. So I made it into this gravel. And it looks okay. I would rather made it an asphalt, but it wouldn't allow me to because there's a 4 texture limit. This truck is light, jeez. There's a 4 texture limit. And if the train track's going through here, gravel took it up. So I put this out as gravel. Kind of make it look a little bit fancier down here. Okay, so then we'll go up to the sheep. Well, I won't go all the way up to sheep. I'll just show you what I did. Their road, I did the same thing. And I kind of flattened it out down here a little bit. And if the series continues for as long as I kind of planned right now for it to go, you'll see more of these areas because I made them with the plans. Oops, that was the road to the sheep. As you can see, it's gravel now. That's the only thing I changed there. We'll look at that on the way back. This corner up here, there was a ton of rock, like the mountainside rock. So I went ahead and took it out, kind of flattened it enough that I can come in, when I buy this field, I can chop those trees, I can cut it, plow it under again, and make this field even bigger. And I may plow this field into our field that we own now. So I have a large field. I left this one alone, this area alone, because I figured we're going to need some areas to break up some of the fields, or else it'll just be a big open map. Yeah, you see, this is the road that leads back up to the sheep there by 11. I just paved it up to the sheep. Didn't do anything else. That's where I was toying with making them rock, which I may change more of them to rock, just for a little bit different textures as you're driving around. Okay, where's the other area I fixed? Oh, right up here. So at the edge of this field now, there used to be a building out over here, a driveway to it, a bunch of stuff like that. I took it out, made it grass. So if I decide to buy this field, I can expand it. Now we're going to put back on the road and we'll go up across this bridge. And then up here, to the left, I took the rock texture out, smoothed it down a little bit, pulled all the trees down, so if I want to add another field there, I can. And then right here, same thing. This side of the field and that side of the field should be smoothed out. So all I have to do is just cut down the trees. And that gives me another farmable area. This one here can get quite a size boost. I can double this one, I believe, if I come back this way too. Because you can clear up in here. Or that, or cut down and mow it again, like I said earlier. All these areas will be mowable until I put the plow on. I was going to take those out. There's one other sign. I'm going to take those out so I could plant trees in there, but I forgot about it. I didn't do anything up there. I thought about smoothing this whole hillside off, but there you go again. I didn't want to take away from the mountainous terrain that was around here. So I did leave this mountain here. I figured we needed something to keep us from just farming one end of the map to the other. I left the train building here, the depot. I couldn't get rid of all the train buildings. Oh, pardon me. I hit the mute button soon enough for that one. That just goes back to the water plant. Did everything there. I thought about taking that bridge and replacing this bridge with it, but the more I looked into it, less I did. See, I left one of them here. Actually, that place there was obsolete. I didn't do anything up with the biogas. I didn't do anything that way. I think on top of the hill here is more changes. And then we'll get to cleaning up the animal stuff and move on to getting ready for our harvest. Yeah, up here there were some buildings and some stuff that are now leveled out, gone. Same with over here. I made an area over here that if I want to add a couple buildings up here for storage purposes, I got this area over here now, so that'll be nice. And then there was a building over in there somewhere that is now gone. I smoothed it out. Same with down over here, which reminds me, I need to go pick this gold coin up because I think it just floats down here. One of these days I should drive around and see if I can find all the gold coins back. But I widened this out over here. I left kind of the road because there was a gold coin here, right there. I left the road just so that I would know where that was at. But when I get this field bought, I can cut these trees out and then I can make it yet another bigger field. That's kind of my plan was, because any area I've ever been in, they would be farming way closer to the highway, so I kind of wanted to set it up. And I left this rock here. I thought about taking it out, and I said, nah, we'll leave that there. That'll give us a little bit of an obstacle. Otherwise, it'll just be flat and easy. But that concludes kind of what I've been doing on the map in general as far as terrain editing goes. I haven't toyed with turning it into a bigger map yet. I've heard a lot of problems with doing that, so I'll wait until I see some that have been done. I kind of like that idea, but at the same time, everybody's been having a lot of problems that have done it. It sounds like if you do that, it won't plant one way or the other. Maybe Giants will patch it to fix it, but as of right now, you can't. Man, I lag when you buy this yard, don't I? Wow. I usually have 30 frames per second. I'm down to 7. I'll explain why I crashed so easily before. I suppose all the equipment rendering in here. This PC is not a very big PC. I want to get a newer one, but time right now it's not available. So okay, so there's that. We're gonna tab up to the sheep. Going the wrong way again. I'll go this way. Here we go. We don't need the bale forks, so we'll get rid of those. Or excuse me, the pallet forks. Put those over here. There we go. And then we'll get down the cab here a little bit. I'm going to bring up some hay bales and stack them in the shed, I think, to feed them. But as of right now, they seem to be making hay. It's quite interesting. I was not aware that sheep made hay, but apparently these guys do, because I brought 3 hay bales up here. And granted, they were oversized hay bales, but I brought 3 hay bales up here. And oh, there we go. I brought 3 hay bales up here, and I've got this much left after I cleaned last time. I couldn't dump it back in the trough. And that's even with the multiplying, so it'd be interesting to see. Okay, we'll get this cleaned up. Hopefully this is all it takes here. Since the last patch, I've been having a lot of problem like I had prior. Did I just miss all that? No, I got it. Okay. Sheep, cleanliness, still 40%. So I've been having this problem up here. Or just keep saying they're at 40%. I'm not getting cleaned up. I don't know if I accidentally dumped some in that trough. So that I'm not getting it all picked up. Or what here? It's kind of interesting, to say the least. Come on. There we go. Now turn back this way. And we'll go across here. Maybe not. Yeah, okay, so. I'm not picking anything up. Maybe it doesn't update until top of the hour. Yeah, sheep, I know you want your food. There's nothing. I'm not picking anything up here. Let's fast forward here just a little bit. We got time to kill anyway. So it's noisy sheep. There we go. That's what it was. I just had to fast forward time a little bit. I'll go to 5 times. So we'll just tip this bucket full. We'll leave it in there for now. Back this back in the shed. Like so. After today, I will most likely drive a pickup up here to do this. I'm just trying to get everything caught back up and get you all caught up with what I've done since the last time I recorded. Alright, so what do we got here? And I also bought the new haul and telehandler. I had the JCB skid loader down here and of all attachments till I found out that it will not reach into the side of that loader over there, that mixer over there. And when I brought the hay bales down like this over there, which I went around before I plowed that area around 24 and 23 before I plowed that all under, I went and baled it once. And then plus the new grass area I made. That was prior before the reset of the texture, so I didn't realize that I'd fixed that one. I didn't fix one spot. But anyhow, I went around and got all those hay bales done. So that way we have hay for our mixed rations. And that will be I'll probably start working on making a pile of them down here somewhere, maybe. Because I know as time goes on, I will get more cows. And I will be feeding them more than once a week. Because I fed these guys 2 in-game days ago, and they have hardly ate anything. They breed way slower than the sheep do, and I suppose the pigs probably breed any faster, so this will be interesting to see. I'll try a little in-cab as we go back across here. And I may do a live stream too. You might see a live stream video come up after this one, where I spend 3 or 4 hours one of these days, since it's kind of clothed and crappy out around here lately. I might do a live stream where I go and get everything on the farm done that I want to get done, to kind of accelerate. I don't like working off camera a lot, but I have to get moving along and faster. Otherwise we would still be with our starter tractor. Alright, then here we go again. I'll leave this grass in here. So with that being said, next video I'll bring you back, and I'll have whoa, no brakes. I don't know why my brake pedal's not working right. Anyway, I know partially Farming Simulator doesn't stop on a dime, but I will get those fields all. See, they're already up to 1% dirty sheep. I will get these fields ready to harvest, and the next time you come back, we will be harvesting 12, 14, 15, 16, 19, 24, and 23. They should all be about right at the same time. We have corn here that I'm going to combine, and I'm going to try the CNM, whatever let's do it this way. I forget what it's called now. Animals. That's not it. There have been a lot of mods dropping lately too, so I've been jumping on the opportunity when I can to throw a mod in. I'm kind of thinking that this is going to be a hodgepodge, just everything thrown in type series. I'm looking at a couple other maps. I would really like to do another series where it's a complete legit let's play setup, and we pick mods to start, and we don't take that many mods in or out. There we go, maybe under auger wagons. Take that many mods in and out during the whole thing. Corn mill, CCM, corn cob mix, which you feed to your pigs. I want to try that mod out. So that is why we have corn planted up here in 12. This is barley, so that I can get some straw and get a little barley into the silo in case we get a great demand. Right now we have no crops in storage, so then this is all soybeans, so we can get some more cash, because as you can see, my last shopping spree put us broke. So, but I hope everybody enjoyed the episode, and if you did, please like the episode, and also please hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content. I know it's a fairly young channel, there isn't much to see right now, but I plan on expanding that a lot through my winter months and some into the summer. I will not lie, I'm making this video in November. I have till about March where my real life job gets very, very busy, and I will not be able to make as many videos. I will still try to make you guys one a week at least, but we will try to expand from there. I'll have to see what all happens. But I thank you all for watching. Thank you for sitting through this whole kind of strange episode. The next one, which I'm going to try to get out for the next few days, like I said, it will be the massive harvest. We'll see how that CCM works with feeding everything. I don't know. I got to go look. I think I might have to use a silage pit to ferment it. That's one reason why I empty the silage pit out, which I should put just off the side of the pile. But that way we can use a silage pit to ferment it, and if that works, I may go into editor and put another silage pit up by the pigs, just so we could take that CCM up there, and maybe one about half the size, if not smaller, and put it up there, so we can just ferment it there. But I'm going to try to get out of here for the last 2 minutes. I appreciate everybody for watching this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Stay tuned, and thank you very much.